Yo, what's going on with y'all? It's your boy Convo and Marlo. Today I got a special guest with me here today. Who do I have with me here today?
You heard?
Yes, sir.
Anyways, my name is Mubaraq. I'm the director of photography for me. I'm the director of photography for our marketing agency, and then I'm also the founder of BattleLeague as well.
BattleLeague.
BattleLeague, yeah.
Yes, sir. So obviously, I have a whole bunch of questions I'm going to be asking you about BattleLeague and stuff. But before I get into that, first thing I want to ask you is, how are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm cool. I'm chilling, man.
You're cool.
I'm chilling. It's just like way too sunny right now, but that's how it is
the
these
thing
days.
with E-Town.
Yeah.
With E-Town, you can't have anything. It's too hot, too cold, too wet, too everything.
It's everything.
You know what I'm saying? When it's too hot, the mosquitoes are out. When it's too cold, you got to heat up your car an hour before you go anywhere.
Man.
You know?
This whole place is just bipolar, bro. Like, it's just the highs of the highs and lows of the lows. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the thing is, like, when I'm working, they always say when it's about to rain, you can't work, you can't anything. But it got to a point now where when it rains, we wait 5 minutes. Because as soon as it finished raining, the sun comes out.
The sun comes back.
You know what I'm saying? It just never makes sense to me.
Yeah. Like, do you ever feel happy that you don't have to work, though?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
But when I stop feeling happy is when I don't work for 3 days.
Oh. Now, like that's way too much, right?
Once I get 1 day off, cool. But when that 1 day turns into 3 days,
3 days,
now
like,
you gotta start canceling plans.
All right, back up.
You know, that's the thing with E-Town. Sometimes I wish I was in Cali, Florida, just somewhere where it's just always nice. You know,
I know.
But those places have its downfall too.
Definitely,
you know?
definitely.
But how's your week been? What's been going on?
Man, just grinding, man. Just grinding. I like to say I'm a creative, but recently I haven't been able to do much of that because I've been trying to like mix in like the business aspect of things, and then with my like actually creating stuff, right?
Yeah.
So like I've been speaking to clients, going around trying to like get that money basically. Wow. So that's just what my week has been about. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So basically, what it seems like you're just a businessman. Like you're just all around. Basically,
I would say so, but specifically for our agency, so like we own a marketing agency, right? So what we do is like we just basically help brands like get bigger and actually reach more people to bring more leads into their business, and so that they can grow up like skills, basically.
Is there a specific brand that you see yourself really going for, or is it whoever reaches out, you try to help out?
So it's a mix because I would say like there's different type of clients that we actually kind of have, right? So we have the dream clients, that's like the top end where we handle everything from branding, website design, marketing, and content marketing. So we make commercials and all this kind of stuff, right? And then we have like the mid levels where it's like, okay, like they don't have the budget enough to actually do all these things, right? So we kind of have to structure we'll have to like make a strategy just so it can actually serve them and then it can actually reach the goals. So basically what we're doing is we're just taking their pain points. Like say like you have a company, right, basically. And then your problem is, okay, I'm trying to get more people to know about my business. So that's brand awareness. So you could be a client of 3 levels. So if you have this social amount of money, 20K up to 100K, you can have 10 to 15, and then maybe 3,000 to maybe 7,000. So those are like the 3 series of clients that we have in terms of budget, right? So it's like, okay, now we have to craft a strategy that will fit your budget, basically. So everything around marketing, everything when it comes to like branding, actually getting your like company out there, like finding your brand message, finding your brand voice, and making commercials and assets, graphic design and all this stuff that we can actually use to market your company out there on like different kind of platforms, right? So that people can actually be aware, oh, there's a company called Marlo's stuff. So basically like just reaching more people that can bring in more leads into your business and stuff. So like that's what we just help companies do. Yeah.
So example, with my podcasting that I'm doing right now, let's say I'm not getting the numbers that I want, I'm not getting the viewership, sponsorship, whatever it is. If I wanted to bring up my numbers, my sponsorship, just anything, you'd be the guy to go to, like you and your team.
Exactly.
Okay. So let's say, example, I wanted to hit a specific type of crowd. I wanted the Latina crowd, like just whatever. Would you be able to make that work, or is it just whoever listens is listening?
Okay, so that's where we craft a strategy, right? So we try to find like your audience, like your target audience specifically. And then maybe your like target audience is maybe from like 14 years old to 22. So like that's the young age, right? So basically we try to find platforms where those kids are on every time. TikTok,
Yeah. Oh,
Instagram, right?
yeah.
So then now like that's like the overall things. So now it's like, okay, how can we design your brand that would appeal to that kind of age range? Obviously, like you have to have a banging ass logo, all this kind of things. But then that's like the actual things that you create. But then how do you craft like a voice? How should your brand speak to people? Like for example, when you see like a brand like maybe Marc Jacobs or something, like like that's a high end brand, right? Like it kind of speaks to you on like the high end level.
Yeah.
So basically, it's so now that's how you like craft your brand message, how you craft your brand voice and stuff. And then basically then we just kind of craft everything around for you, and then make those assets like your graphic designs, your podcast like high quality. Like everything should be on a level where kids would actually want to be associated with.
So
And then it goes on those platforms basically.
with stuff like that, is it a majority of your ideas that are going to it, or do you try to split it 50-50, 60-40, where you try to make the client is happy? Or has there, basically what I'm trying to ask, has there ever been a situation where the client want this, and you're looking at it like, this doesn't look realistic?
It doesn't, yeah.
Or is there a better way of putting it? Or do you just go with it and whatever?
Yeah. So especially with this space, right? Or like anything basically, like I read something somewhere that you should always act as a consultant and be someone who can teach people about stuff, right? So basically, like if someone comes to us, like they can know a little, but like they don't know like maybe everything what works. So it's your job to actually teach them about what's like the industry standard or like everything, right? So for example, like if we have a client say, okay, I need a commercial. Okay, what do you want to use that commercial for? Okay, I want to use it to get brand awareness. I want to spread it out there, get my name out there. Okay, do you know that before you have to have a commercial, you have to have a good website that people can actually go and click, oh, I saw this ad somewhere. Now I have to go back to the website to actually like maybe buy something from there. But your website isn't functional. So maybe at the moment what you need may not be a commercial. Maybe what you need is to help your back end structured so that you can then make a commercial that people can go off that commercial and go to your website.
Yeah.
So basically, like you just have to teach people some. And then also, like we always work with like our clients 50-50. It's always 50-50 because everything should come from their end, and then we just kind of like take the ideas and bring it to life, but on a better way. So it's like, say you come to us for your like ad or something, right? So okay, so then we send you a questionnaire saying, okay, what do you want this to communicate? What does success look like? So they're answering these questions thinking that, okay, I'm telling these guys what to do, but what we just do is just we just take all your answers and then we bring them to life. So it's like, so in that sense, it kind of feels like everything is coming from the client.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you always should work 50-50. You should never should do things on your own. Because what I think may be nice for someone may not be nice for the other person,
Exactly.
right? So it should always come from the client. Always come from the client.
When it comes to things like that, I feel like a nice little add-on to that to be able to really grasp people's attention is like a nice motto. And what I mean is like
your brand tagline, yeah.
Like something that it just sounds catchy when they hear it. There was this one what was it? Marine Land. You know the halfway up. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't think so.
There's just this commercial
Yeah.
that I know. And like as soon as I came into Canada, this commercial played twice and I never forgot it. You know what I'm saying? Or like the Chef Boyardee commercial where the can's just rolling on the ground. Like it's just do you think most people would need little catchy things like that just so they're not forgotten about, or you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
so your brand should always have a tagline. So it's like, okay, like Nike has just do it. For example, McDonald's has
what is McDonald's?
I'm loving it. Something like that, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So like something catchy like that, like it would have to come from the client specifically, but then you can help them maybe craft it. So okay, so they can give you like the broad idea, but then you just have to bring it down to maybe like 2 words, 3 words, 4 words.
Yeah.
Something that's easy to actually get out there. So we have a client right now that we have a potential client, I should say, but like it's almost close. So, but yeah, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Yeah.
My last thing on just this is there one client that would always hit you up and yes, because you know it's just gonna be like a successful outcome. There is one?
Yeah, there is one. And then I wouldn't say it's like every... Okay, first off, it has to do with your relationship with the client, right? So if you already have a good relationship, like that's the first bar to cross, right? Number 2, it's if the customer actually understands what it takes to put your brand out there. So like maybe if it's from like their history of like maybe if like they've owned a company or 2 before, so like they understand what it takes to be like a really, really like big company, right? So that's and number 3, I'm going to be very, very honest. A company with like a client with a good budget is a good client. Not gonna lie.
Because I know you be running into people that are just like, okay, can you do this for this much? Can you do that?
Yes.
And I know that gets annoying.
And then they're expecting like the world after.
Exactly.
So like some people are thinking if you spend maybe $5,000 or something, you should get $20,000 back.
Sheesh.
Fam, like if there was something like that, yo, tell me where, because I'm just gonna give $5,000, right? And then I give $20K back.
Yeah.
But then everything is in stages, right? So it's like you're doing things to make sure that like you can get a desired outcome in the future. Maybe not now, because maybe you heard a commercial of something that had a nice tagline. You may not buy the actual thing right now, but you know about the brand now. And then there's a chance that in future you can buy something from them.
Wow.
You know about Nike. Maybe you're not able to buy a Nike shoe right now, but maybe in 2 days from now, you will.
Exactly.
Maybe you've heard about like a new company who rents out Teslas. Maybe you know about the name, but you probably won't do it now until you like have a trip to go through with your friends or your lady. Okay, now I'm trying to rent a Tesla because you know about the name of the company.
There you go.
Okay, so it's not like like immediately you would get something, but just to get your name out there and to get like your like service out there, like that's just the main thing.
For me, I feel like the most annoying thing about that is every business that you get into, whether it's this or that, obviously you have people that you grew up with, people that you knew since, you know what I'm saying, since forever. What do you do when you get those people that come to you and say, come on, bro, we've known each other for a while, give it to me for like this much? Do you still, like, business is business, or do you try to work with them? How does that go?
Yeah. That's a tough one, to be honest, man. Yeah, that's a hard one. I would say you should never... one thing that we always talk about is like to never bring your price down, because in the long run they can think, oh, if he brought his price down for me, why is he trying to take it up again? So you know, that kind of thing. But you could probably, like, if it's someone that's really, really close to you, you have to find a benefit for both of you. So why would this work for me, and why would this work for you? So for instance, if you're a new videographer, director of photography, all this kind of stuff, right? So if you're actually trying to get your work out there, you can maybe partner with someone that like you have a close relationship with. Okay, I'm going to do this for you for free, but then this is going on my portfolio, right? So it works both ways. If you have someone that you're working with, a client that you know like a long time ago, it's like, okay, I can waive my maintenance fees, I can waive my operational cost, and then I will just charge you the cost. So it like you just have to make it work for both of you, basically. To me, I'm not in the business of giving people free stuff just for like goodwill. It has to work for me, and it has to work for you.
Exactly.
That's the thing. It sucks, but
because now you get looked at as like heartless. You don't care about those type of people. But it's like, if I bring it down for you, I gotta bring it down for him, her, because now the word will get out some way, somehow. And now when the next person comes up to me and says, okay, why'd you give it to him for this? Why can't you do the same for free? How do you explain that? You know what I'm saying?
So you have to set your like standards, and just always try to make it work for 2 people.
There you go.
Basically.
So with all that being said, You know what I'm saying? Hopping into we're not really hopping. We're halfway into it now.
Yeah.
But the new year, how's the new year been for you? How's 2022?
New Year's been good, man. New Year's been good.
Nothing but
New
blessings.
Year's been good. Yeah, nothing but blessed, man.
So
COVID has gone down a little bit. So
you haven't been hearing
am I
about
supposed to say
COVID?
COVID? Because
No, go ahead. You're good.
because like, these people, if you just say COVID now,
Nah, trust me. You're good.
yeah, but yeah. So like things are opening up a little bit. Like there's more people that actually want to do business more. So yeah. It's actually been blessed.
Because a lot of people that I knew were assuming that 22 would be just like 2020 and 21.
Yeah.
It'll get better later on, like the next coming of years.
Yeah.
But now it's like you're not hearing about it as much. It's not really interfering with as much. You know what I'm saying? I'm assuming that you set goals for yourself into this year.
Yeah.
Have you been getting to them? Have you already achieved them? How's the process been going?
Yeah. I don't really set goals, to be honest. I think I'm those guys that don't really set goals.
You don't like setting goals? So
No. I set goals on a small scale, but not on a big scale as much. But then, like say, I wouldn't say this year is the year where I, those New Year things where like you like set goals for yourselves. I don't do it, but it's like, okay, I'm gonna continue doing what I do, but then, okay, maybe I'm trying to make $10,000 this month, not maybe like a larger scale for the entire year, right? Or something I can actually get to. I'm trying to start up the league by May 29th.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. That's like how I kind of set goals for myself. I don't.
Oh, you don't do like long term?
I don't like doing long term because it feels like it's a dream. Yeah, but then if it's like shorter, like I'll just have a date. I like to have a date for shit. I like to have a timeline.
Oh, you always need a time limit.
I need a timeline.
Wow.
I need a specific day.
Yeah.
I want to do this by May 29th. I want to do this by July 1st.
How do you come up with a date? Because when it comes to me with these type of things, let's say I want a car. I can't ever come up with a specific date. It got to be like the week. Okay, maybe like the
that makes sense though. Yeah.
first week of August. I'll definitely have it by then.
Yeah.
But like to come up with a specific date,
Yeah, but then you have to set up the week first, right?
Yeah.
And then like if you say, oh, like I'm trying to do this week, but then like there has to be a day that comes with it too, right? So because maybe like you're trying to do something like this specific week, but you have to set a date in that week specifically, right? But yeah, so far like honestly like the year's been going amazing, especially for like business and stuff, right? And like the league too. So the basketball league, which we're about to talk about. But yeah, but like everything's been going good. Thank God. Yeah.
So
and how about you though?
me?
Yeah.
Oh, how about me?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Man, I'm changing this shit to the podcast now. It's my podcast now, man.
Let me tell you.
That's my pod now. Yeah.
2022. Me, I set goals, but I don't set I'm gonna go to the gym more. I mean, I'm gonna go to the gym more, but
That's what I mean too.
that's like I don't have to say it to do it. What I told myself is Convo Marlowe is gonna be in a different spot this year than it was last year. I'm gonna have a bigger, faster car. I'm gonna have a better job that pays me more.
Yeah.
And you could ask like people that actually know me. You could ask anybody. When I tell you something is getting done, it's getting done. I don't know how it's getting done. Bro, if I tell you this crib, this whole building, I'll move it 3 blocks that way, just know I'm moving it 3 blocks that way. What I'm trying to say is all these things that I set for myself, I always get it done. At the beginning of the year, I said I'm gonna change my whole setup when it comes to Convo and Marlowe. And I'm not gonna lie, I was doing real good at it, but then I don't know what came over me, I just couldn't do it. Like that, especially when I had the camera I had, it wasn't mine, it was borrowed. As soon as that person asked for that camera back, I took that as an excuse to put it on pause. And even before that person took the camera back, I wasn't really serious about it anymore. I couldn't tell you what was going on, I just wasn't with it. So for about 10 weeks, I just wasn't really focused on it. And then
honestly, like it's hard to start a podcast though.
Oh,
like all the equipment's like, sheesh.
Trust me. But then I don't know. I just started talking to the right people, started hearing the right things, started watching motivational videos, and I'm like, yo, what am I doing? Why am I not doing it? You know what I'm saying? I got back onto it. But all in all, because we're the seventh month into the year, everything's been going good.
Yeah.
The people I need around me are around me. The stuff that I got going on is still going on. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, there's some downfalls. There's some little obstacles in the way. But with every obstacles, just overcoming all of them. You know, everything's been going good.
Yeah,
you know,
that's blessed.
I haven't been asked that. You know what I'm saying?
Man, look at me, man, I'm different.
But Battle League. Before I ask anything, I want to ask you, what is Battle League? What is it?
BattleLeague. So it's a basketball summer league in Edmonton, where we just try to bring like a different type of excitement. We try to actually get players the recognition they deserve in Edmonton and beyond. And then we're trying to make it a place where people can just come in and then just enjoy some good basketball.
Wow.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay. So is it like specific players that y'all would pick, or is it like you pick the coaches and that coach goes and picks the players?
Yeah. That's it basically. But this year we went a different route. So we had an idea to like do a draft. Like a draft this time around. So every year we're just trying to bring in new stuff, try to change, try to test in things to see if what sticks and what would actually work well, right? So this time we went with, so we put together 6 GMs. So the GMs actually own the teams, and then the idea behind having GMs is that they have a brand, and then they can market their brand through the teams that they put in the league, right? But so that's like the overall concept of having a general manager. But we actually didn't get to it this year, but long story and everything. Yeah. So what those GMs do is, so we have the players register into a pool, and then the GMs would pick, like do a draft, and draft those players out of those pool. So this time around, like we actually did a draft, but then last year it was you just form your own team and pay as a team. But this time around we changed it up, so like just so we can have people come in the door more, because the problem we had with last year was not everyone is able to like make a team, right? Like they actually don't have the diligence to actually go, like, or like know that much people to actually make a team. Yeah. So the pro of doing a draft is that more people can register, and then they can just get drafted into several teams. So that's how we did this time around. Yeah.
Because when I first started hearing about all this, I you know what I'm saying, I came in, I'm like, what is this? What's going on? Because in my head, when I saw Battle League, that was like League of Legends, World of Warcraft. I don't know why, but that's what came to my mind. Yeah. But then I actually started looking through the page. I started asking him and her about this, and I'm like, yo, why has no one thought about this already? You know what I'm saying? The idea was just crazy. You know what I'm saying? Now to actually be able to go to these games, pay the admission, actually watch it, it gives that one little extra thing to do in the city. You know what I'm saying? It's nice because what else are niggas doing on a Sunday?
Wait, I have a question though. What made you kind of have interest in like going to a game?
Going to a game? Yeah. It's two things. One, it's what else am I doing on a Sunday at 5? Okay. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Either I'm sobering up, recovering from my weekend,
Sunday,
or
Friday.
I'm just getting ready for work tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm getting ready to start my week again. You know what I'm saying? And it's just me. I love basketball. You know what I'm saying? I love everything about ball. I love when a nigga's about to come up and go for a dunk or he's snatch back. I just love everything there is to it. Now for us to actually have a game going on before like seasons and you know what I'm saying, just those type of things. I just love watching it, you know. And there's just a lot of people who think the same. Like Sunday, what's going on Sunday? That's why I like the day you picked. You didn't do a Friday because Friday everybody's just getting home from work.
Everyone's going to the club or something. Everyone's
going to the club. Now we got to choose club or the game.
A game,
you know what I'm saying? I gotta ask you one more thing or another thing. How do you think some people feel? Like, I could be wrong, but this is just what I see when I go there. How do you think some of the players feel? Because every time I get told to go, I get told to go for one team. And you probably know who that team is.
I know who that team is.
You know who that team is.
I know who that team is,
I always get told to go for that one team. Or when I get told to come, it's, okay, hold on, before I tell you to come, let's see what time this team's playing. And then as soon as that game is over, you hear everybody getting up and dipping. How does that make you feel? And how does that make the players and the coaches feel?
So okay, that's something we've been talking about. Actually, that's a problem that we have to solve. I would say it's a problem because we need the people to not just be there for one team.
Yeah.
But then, honestly, like I value those like that team specifically so much. Team Jean, basically, the guys from Jean Studios. I'm plugging, shameless plug. I fuck with those guys big time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's a problem that we have to actually deal with. Is how to retain, like how to keep those people in the gym when other teams are playing. I know like they have a huge fan base and like they actually bring people to the games, but then that's something that honestly we have to go back to the drawing board. Okay, how do we market the other teams so that people have interest in coming there? Honestly, I think it's something we haven't done yet. So that's an issue that we have to overcome.
Yeah. I feel
because that's the thing.
That sounds kind of hard though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because in order to, my best idea with that is in order to get people to stay, you got to give them a reason to stay for that team. And by that I mean like, okay, with them, they have status behind the name. You know what I'm saying? And they have players that we all know, that we all love seeing, and they could just do. Niggas are dunking from here and they can hoop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They have a perfect squad. Perfect, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the coaches and the players all have the same gear. Same, you know what I'm saying? It's just it looks good. It looks nice. And other teams, obviously I'm not knocking anybody else, but it's like they're not doing that.
Yeah. Honestly, like just say your mind, bro. Say your mind. Say your mind. It's up to me to go back and then cause like I actually want to hear like the like.
Okay, boom.
You want me to say my mind? I want to hear what everyone thinks.
Yeah.
So this would just act like as a survey, basically. So I can go back and figure out, oh shit. Okay, so this is what someone's thinking. Maybe most people think this way.
Boom.
Yeah.
Okay, let me tell you. The first thing is one of them. Okay, June Studios. They have the outfits. A lot of people already knew them before the games, so they have some type of status already going on. That's one. Two, they got some of the nicest players in the city. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They these players are pulling from half, dunking from here, posterizing other players, making it look nice.
Yeah.
That's, you know what I'm saying? And now it's like, how do I put it? The best way I could, niggas go where shorties go. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If you could put a group of shorties over there, niggas will follow. Niggas will follow. And shorties know them. Shorties like wearing the outfits. You know what I'm saying? Those are just the type of things. And the other teams don't really. Them niggas, they purely come for ball. They just come to play ball.
Yeah, just come hoop.
They come to kind of show off. We got swagger and then ball. And then they ball with swagger. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I just feel like if other teams were to have things like that, maybe if they had a head coach that like, everybody knew.
Everybody,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just what kind of sucks, because some people aren't looking for that. Some people are we're just here to ball, man. We're not trying to do all that.
We're not trying to do it.
You know, it's just all the stuff they have behind them that's attracting the people. You know, it's just I'm not gonna lie, I fall victim to it every time the game's over. When the game's over and I get up, I see everybody else get up. Like, damn, I know these niggas feel bad about this, bro. You know, I know y'all feel some type of way about that.
Yeah, that's the thing. We have to find a way to like market, not just the league itself, but the teams itself. The original reason for like the GMs, right, is it's best if you have a brand already, and then you put in your team to represent your brand, and then more people can know about your brand. That's the idea about a GM. So how about in a case where we have a GM where like they have a brand, but it might not be related to maybe basketball or something. So now it's up to us to like actually come up with like ideas to actually market that specific team. Maybe this is just our second season, right?
Yeah.
What we plan to do, where we plan to take the BattleLeague is not where it is right now. So where we plan to take the league, I don't know if you checked on the IG page and if you watched the first game of the season where Moon played.
No.
Okay, so Moon, He's playing
Xavier.
for
Yeah.
Xavier Moon. Yeah, so he's playing for the Clippers summer league team right now. Yeah. So we did like sort of like interviews before the game happened.
Yeah.
So like we were able to get storylines, right? So I think like that's where we're actually trying to take the league to, where before every game there's a couple interviews, and then people can get to know these players even more, and they be more attracted to these players. Okay, I like what this guy said the other time. I might want to come check if he backs up what he says. So yes, I understand that like most players, like they're into like the basketball thing, like they just want to be focused on basketball.
Yeah.
But then yes, like you focus on your basketball, but it's up to me to actually push this league to like bigger places, and then you at the end, being a basketball player, would actually see the benefit in this. So it's things like that. So what we're actually trying to grow to, what BattleLeague is trying to be, is something that like we actually go deep into the media aspect of things. So we're not just filming games, we're not just getting highlights, we're getting storylines across the entire league. Yeah. So basically basketball, but a reality show.
Yeah,
that's what we're trying to get.
I like the questions, the interview that y'all do.
Yeah.
Is it you said it's after the games?
No, before the games.
Before the games.
And after too. Yeah. But we just did it for the first week.
No, yeah. I seen a few of them. You talked to June Studios. You talked to some of the players.
Yeah.
I just like it because it's like you get to see somewhat the personalities of them, how they maybe act during games, and I don't know. It's just like you said, it does feel like a reality show, low key.
Yes. So that's what we're trying to do, but we haven't been able to do it well because of obviously finances and all this kind of stuff, right? Like to be honest, to be very honest with you, we're losing money this year.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be frank.
Is it like money. A lot or something you can bounce back from?
Yeah, I'll tell you a lot. Yeah, I'll tell you a lot. But then our company is actually, I would say, it's sponsoring the league. So we're not looking at it as a loss. We're kind of investing into it. Yeah. So that's how we're trying to be positive about it. But if you're trying to be very, very honest, we're losing money from BattleLeague directly for this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is there...
And it's pretty much...
Obviously, you plan on making that back and stuff. But do you think with the way things are going, you'll be able to get it back this year? Or will it be early next year?
I would say a fraction.
Time looking like
a fraction, because I have a goal to bring about 300 to 400 people to the finals.
To the finals?
Yes.
And 300 to 400 people fit in that gym?
I don't know. But you climb each other.
Oh fuck!
I don't know what
it's just fine.
You will find out. But it's honestly, that's a good question, but we would figure that out when the time comes.
When it was nice, it wasn't last week. Was it last week Canada Day? Or was it the week before?
It was the week before.
Yeah,
the week before Canada Day.
There was a Sunday you didn't have the game because it was Canada Day, obviously.
Yes.
I think the week before that, Alfonso showed up.
Alfonso showed up, yeah.
He showed up to the game, and I'm like, and I was thinking to myself when I was looking at him, like, yo, how crazy would this be if he had something to do with BattleLeague?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Have you thought about trying to get in contact with him? Did you talk to him?
Honestly, I just spoke to him, just met on that day, but like, also I kind of have this feeling that like if I ask him, he would kind of seem like I'm bugging or something.
Yeah.
But then I'm trying to make it like actually like worthwhile for him to actually look like something like he could be part of, or like he could be interested in, right?
Yeah.
So I haven't done that yet, but I think that's something I'm planning for in the next year. Because next year I have a couple goals that we have to reach, or I'm gonna start shaking in my boots, man. Next year, if it doesn't work out next year, that's when I'm out. Because like the first and second year should be, like where you take all your losses, you learn from that.
Of course. Hell yeah, of course.
But from your third year, you should start shaking a little bit if things don't work out.
There's a few things I want to say about BattleLeague. Again, congrats on everything that you got going on.
Thanks,
One thing I really want to say is like, again, it's just a perfect ass day you picked. Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening.
Yeah.
Like realistically, like unless you have a second job or you work on the weekends, what are you doing? What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? And it's not, especially because you've been in the city long enough to hear people say there's nothing to do in E-Town. There's nothing going on. It's a boring city. So you adding something for people to go to as a group, and it's like it's not even one specific group you see. You see everybody.
Everybody, yeah.
And like
everybody.
I said, bro, when shorties go, niggas follow.
Niggas follow.
You know what I'm saying? I just like it because you don't have to know basketball to like basketball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're seeing guys doing all these little fancy moves and stuff. It's just entertaining.
We actually had this one girl come to the games one time, and she posted on her story. She was like, I don't really care about sports, but this shit was fun. Man. Yo, I was like, what?
That's a nice feeling. That's a nice feeling.
Yo.
Wow.
And it's like, I want to ask people, like, what actually makes it this way? I don't want it to be from my own point of view. I want to ask people, like
what makes it fun?
What makes it fun?
Me?
Yeah.
From me personally,
both seeing it in person and seeing it online too as well.
Okay, I'm gonna do it online first. First, it's just I'm a real social person. When there's a group, I like to be a part of the group. I like to see what's going on. I like to talk to different types of people because I like it's weird for me to put, but when I talk to people, I look at your body language. I look at the way you blink. I look at the way you move. Just everything. But with online, it just looks fun. Every time something nice happens, you hear the crowd going crazy. You see someone jumping up, and who wouldn't want to be a part of that? That's from the online thing. Now, actually seeing it, the atmosphere, it feels nice. It's comforting. Nothing crazy. I mean, there was one fight, but fights happen everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, basketball. Man,
it's just it's and also. You get to go with your friends. The price is reasonable, $2. But if you can't pay that, you're a broke boy. You're a broke boy. Tell him. I know niggas be complaining about that. 100%, niggas don't complain about anything, but you can't
donate
do
to a broke African kid, man. Just do us.
No, but
gotta pay, man.
In real life, it's just again, it's just an activity to go to. That's that. I keep stressing that out because it's like. When the week is about to end, all you do is stay home, maybe chill with a friend, and then you're back to your 9 to 5. It's just something nice to watch, nice to scream, nice to boo. You know what I'm saying? All that. It's just everything. The best word I could put it is live. Is live. Everything is live. You know what I'm saying? Everything is fast paced. Everything is just fun.
Makes sense. Yeah. And the funny thing is, like, you actually can't please anyone. Because I had someone else actually tell me that, like Sunday, guys are trying to get back to work. And some dudes work construction and that kind of stuff.
That's what he said?
That was what he said, yeah. But it's like, you actually can't please anyone.
No,
so
you can't.
Like,
let me tell you, niggas saying that because me, I do construction too.
Yeah.
I'm working 10 and 4. What that means is I work 10 days straight
and then
with
4
days off. If I can go, you can go. I'm not trying to hear none of that, bro. You can most like you said, you can't please everybody. People always have an excuse not to be happy.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I had this one homie, he said something, it just forever stuck with me. He said, even if you found the cure to cancer, people would still hate you. I'm like, what do you mean by that? He said, think about it. You find the cure to all cancer, right? Now that one person will be mad at you because why didn't you find it when my mom had cancer? You know what I'm saying? People will always find the negative. Bro, let those people talk. It sucks because we let the negative voices be louder than the positive voices.
Yeah. So like, it's great to hear this from you, man. Like it's great to hear that, like, at least like we're making good choices.
Oh yeah. But do you feel the same? Like, are negative voices louder than positive voices?
No, not really. I think positive voices are louder than negative voices. The negative voices may just be too much, like maybe every time. But then one positive thing will stick out to you. There was one thing. So there's one thing my brother said one time. He was like, always try to like tell people that you're doing well. Because it might be little, but like it can stick out to them for like maybe 10 days long. But then if it's negative, it's just okay, like, yeah, it makes sense. Like, you'll hate it. But then if it's something positive, it will stick to you. Like, if a girl says something about, oh shit, yo, why she looking nice today? That's gonna stick out, right? A little bit. So you see? So it's like good comments about like yourself, like it kind of sticks on a little bit longer than bad things do.
Wow. So who else has helped you out with this journey when it comes to BattleLeague?
Oh yeah, so my guys, obviously, the back end, the muscle, like power, everything. So my brother LaRue, they're like, honestly, like they came with me to like the meetings because like we were trying to find sponsors as well, but then it wasn't that successful this this year because I don't know why, but I think we started too late. So, but then next year, like we have everything in place, to actually make sense. So they came up. So like we go to meetings together with like sponsors, people who are interested, and then the funny thing is, those people that we spoke to, when the league started, then they were now interested in like actually sponsoring. But then so
they gotta
okay,
see
it's
it
like
first.
yeah, but then it's like okay, next year someone is saying oh they want to put their like team in, like people who own companies like they're saying they actually want to put their team in. So that's a plan for like next year, and then also our partner as well, Brett. So he owns the gym that we're playing at, Legacy. I'm plugging I'm plugging people right now.
Everybody.
Shameless plug.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he's our partner, and then he actually makes everything just work amazing, like player outreach, all this kind of stuff. So like that's how we work together. It's our team, and then him, his team, I'd say. So we just try to put this together and then take it to greater heights.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
What's the? I assume the like besides the trophy at the very end, what's the big giveaway? Is there a big giveaway for the winning team?
So due to finances right now, I don't wanna.
Nothing.
I don't wanna say.
Oh, okay. No, that's all.
We just keep it
That's all
going,
good.
but like at the moment, honestly, like it's the experience that we're trying to hone into right now, like the
Yeah.
experience. Honestly, like the first game, like there's, like the first and the last game is something you don't want to miss. So both as a player, and as just someone who actually comes to watch.
Yeah.
The first games of BattleLeague and the last game is something you don't want to miss.
Of course not.
Trust
Of
me.
course.
So at the moment, like we may be tight financially, but obviously, like the whole like we actually just want to give something that lasts.
Yeah.
Like you know, like making people like household names basically in Edmonton. Some guy, some like random kid. Oh, Abdullah scored like how many points? Like he dropped 50.
Yeah.
Last week. He's a household name right now.
What? He dropped 50.
Yeah, he did.
Like, damn.
He dropped 50, bro.
It just sunk in what you said. I'm like,
Fam,
whoa.
like those boys at UVA, they're something else.
Crazy.
Man. Abdullah Lars played his first game last week.
Yeah.
And he dropped a 30-point triple double.
Yo. Damn.
So you see, like, so a kid might see this one because we have a lot of kids following the page.
Yeah.
And that's the best thing. That's the best thing. Like a lot of kids they've actually said, "Yo, I'm trying to be here next year."
Yeah. Wow. That's nice.
Just pay your money and you
Just pay up. That's it. No,
That's
pay
nice.
up. So now when it comes to Oxymoron, like your podcast team, you know what I'm saying? I seen that y'all had shows going on. Y'all done shows, like a live show, which is something I haven't seen or heard of, which is nice. You know what I'm saying? Not getting too much into it. You know what I'm saying? I want to know how did that idea come about?
Yeah. So that just came about. We were thinking, okay, how do we make money from our podcast? Like, how do we monetize our podcast, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, there's affiliate marketing and there's like all this other stuff, right? But then it's like, okay, how do we get those, like those kind of things, right? But then we also thought, okay, how can we generate money by ourselves through like our brand reach as a podcast? So then it was like, okay, I think people are looking for things to do. A lot of people like to go out in the evenings and stuff, like just to have a cool time, wind down and stuff, right? So that's how we just came about. It's just most likely trying to find like avenues to actually like monetize your podcast, right? And actually make it worth your while, basically. So that's how the live show came. But then like a lot of people in the UK, they do this a lot.
Yeah.
Like do like lots of live shows, man. So it's a thing in the UK, but especially here in like Edmonton, I don't think it's a market that has been tapped into yet. But in the UK, that shit is fucking every day, bro.
The thing is, you know, I'm a type of guy, I'll give credit when credit is due. After I saw y'all doing that, I started looking into it. I started looking into it because I'm like, yo, this is a crazy idea.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And again, now that I see that you're the one that started a BattleLeague, I'm like, yo, these guys are just diving into things that really haven't been like, like put into action just yet, which is nice. And again, with that whole podcast thing, the podcast live show, I was thinking like, okay, you know what? If they can do it, why can't I? But at the same time, at the very end of it, whenever I do decide to do one, be like, yo, I want to give a shout out to Oxymoron. They gave me the idea, because obviously I don't want it to make it seem like
there is no need. Like,
oh, you don't like that.
It's a live show. Everybody does live shows.
Yeah.
When say if Kanye is doing a concert, he wouldn't give props to Elvis for being the first person to do it. No, the fuck.
No, it's just because like
it's a live show.
I got the idea from you though. I got the idea from your group. You know
but I wouldn't say it's a creative like idea. It's a thing that everyone does. It's just a live show. Yeah.
And the thing that kind of like really upsets me is like, fuck. Every time you have a show, I have work. You know what I'm saying? I can't really miss out on it. And the job that I'm working is paying kind of nice, and money talks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I told myself now, because what is it? You had 2 shows, 3 shows?
I think it's 3.
It's 3?
3,
I told myself, whatever next show there is,
yeah.
I am there. I'm going to be the one opening the door for everybody, bro. I'm there, you know? Because it just, bro. Every time I see videos of it, like those Snap stories, IG stories, I look at it, bro, a tear falls down, like, I missed another one. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, overall, it looks good.
You know, honestly, man, like, it is not hard to do. So, it's actually not hard. It's actually not hard to do.
The last thing I want to ask you about the podcast thing is Oxymoron. Where the hell did that name come from? I know you get to ask that all the time. There's no way y'all were just sitting together and, you know, collectively came up like,
Oxymoron. Honestly, man, to be honest, our naming is so bad, but it kind of works at the end.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because honestly, I can't say what it means, man. But it just feels good.
Yeah.
It works.
No, I feel
it. It works, man. Yeah.
So, you being the entrepreneur that you are, always finding different streams of income, you know what I'm saying? And, like, because it seems like you're also having fun with this, too. You know what I'm saying? Overall, what's your outcome? Like, what would you like your outcome to be? Is it a certain type of money? Can you see yourself living a certain type of lifestyle? Because at the same time, I remember at the very beginning you said you don't really make long-term goals. You know what I'm saying? But like, have you had that thought yet?
Yeah, I would say. So starting with BattleLeague, I want to get it to a point where it's a thing that's sustainable on its own, and it's an avenue where people can actually benefit from. So, be it financially or be it maybe to further their careers as an athlete, right? I think that's the point I want BattleLeague to get to. And then I want it to be something that's not just only about basketball specifically. I want people who don't probably have that much interest in basketball to say, like, enjoy it. Yeah. And then how do we do that? It's through, like, actually crafting stories around the league, basically. And then having everything be like kind of like a documentary but reality show type thing. Exactly. So basically the Crew League. Do you know about the Crew League?
Crew League? I've heard a little bit of it.
Yes, so something like that basically. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's for BattleLeague. For Media 21, our agency, honestly, I want it to be one of the premier agencies in Edmonton and beyond. And then I would say that's my first goal before we then expand into like different cities. Yeah. In Canada, yeah. Okay. So just basically success in whatever thing we're doing. So it's like it's based on that, and then whatever outcome, be it the money and everything, it is what it is. But then like to actually grow whatever we're doing to like greater heights, basically. Yeah. Media 21 BattleLeague, Oxymoron Podcast. Those three things, and then more to come, basically. But then we're like also not trying to stray far from like not trying to like handle too many things, but it's just like if you have a passion to actually do. So we're a team of 4. So I like basketball. Yeah, I hope too. So it's like, okay, I can do this. It is not too far away, right? So it's like something I enjoy doing. It's something I have fun doing. So it makes sense to actually do it. But I wouldn't just go do something else different that I probably wouldn't have interest in. our guy LaRue, he's like the head of podcast stuff, like, so like he like manages everything. So he likes doing it.
Yeah.
And then we're the team behind him that actually helps him do things as well. Wow. So it's like, if you have an interest in something and you have a passion in doing it, just go do it, spearhead it, and then the whole team will back you up, basically.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So everybody's looking out for each other's like dreams or outlook on things.
Yeah. And then the overall thing, the big money maker is Media 21, our full service marketing agency. That's the overall thing.
Yeah.
That's like the parent company. So that's what's bringing in the like big bucks and everything, right? So that's where all of us actually. So like I think that's our main focus, I should say, and then the rest of it is just things that we enjoy doing, like things that we're passionate about. Yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of the last few things I had to ask you before I wrap this up. Is there anything you want to ask me? Is there anything out there? If there's nothing, that's fine man. Too.
Like, do you where do you see your podcast going on?
Where do I? Shit. With my podcasting thing, I want to get the word of everybody out there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So whenever I travel, I go to Toronto, Florida. Whenever I travel, I bring my podcast with me. I interview certain people in those cities, and then. Usually when you interview people, they like to know what you're about. Before they come on, they check your page. They do their homework on you. And as they're checking my page, they might, Oxymoron, what's this? That's a weird name. Let me, boom. And now, just from them checking me out, they know about you. Now they want to get, my thing, I want to try to put everyone on much as I can. And not just that, I love hearing people speak. I love hearing people speak. I love hearing, the motive on why people do what they do. But seeing myself with all this, where I'd see myself is just knowing how everybody thinks and why they think. Because me and you could look at something that's green, and then you might have a different reason on why is that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I just love to take a deeper dive into other people's minds.
Makes sense.
On what they think, how they think, etc. You know? It's just. I found everybody interesting, from where they came from, how they got here. You and me could be from the same place, but have two different upbringing. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
That's just how I am when it comes to these type of things. Before I end it, I want to ask one last thing. When is the next show?
The next show?
When is the next show?
I think it's the end of August, actually.
End of August?
End of August, yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But whenever y'all get that date figured out and you make that post, I'm there.
Just trying to iron the dates, find a place to actually do it in, right? Yeah, basically.
Yes, sir. So before I wrap this up, let people know where they could find you, like the gram, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so plugs, BattleLeague 21 on Instagram, BattleLeague XXI on Instagram. So that's the basketball page. Follow that. The Oxymoron Podcast on IG. So that's the podcast page. Just go in there for fun, for vibes, talking trash, talking shit, the cool things. And then, and then the parent company, Media 21 Production. That's it.
Yes, sir.
That's where you go to.
Okay. It's your boy Convoy Marlo.
With your boy Mubarak.
And I'm out.
Short. Yeah. We out.